Okay, so I think I have set a personal record for the longest time it took to start streaming. In the meantime, I'm just gonna go post on all my socials while I get some things wrapped up. I swear, there's just too many places to post. Like, way too many places to post. But yeah, we've got this all sorted on my main socials. Now it's time to share on Discord. With anyone who's actually on Discord. Not now, phone. This is not the time. Okay. Okay, so posting to all the socials did take place a little bit faster than expected. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I just wanted to say hey to everybody here, and I don't think it's supposed to be like that, so let me make some adjustments here. Okay, I think that should fix it a bit. Sort of. Okay, that's a little bit better. Not exactly perfect. Okay. Maybe I really should have a completely different screen for focusing on the chat or whatever, but that's neither here nor there because it's time for another stream.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
And this time around, we are heading over to. Oh, hey there. Welcome to the stream. Glad to see you again. Oh, today I was going to actually play a game instead of looking at posts because I know if we look at posts, we'll be here for a while. I was going to save that for next stream, assuming that next stream isn't also a game related stuff. So, yeah. What was I trying to start up? Yeah, I was trying to start up Train Valley Origins. So, yeah, well, maybe next week, unless there's another update, in which case, yeah, let's hop back to gameplay. There we go. For some reason, it's not quite... let me see if I can fix the chat box here. Scale filtering... no, not filters. Properties. No, not properties. Transform, edit transform. Okay, so... let's change the size. That's not what I wanted to do. It seemed to have had a brain fart. Okay. No, that's not what I want. Just scoot this over a little bit. Okay. Chicken jockey. I know. Everybody's losing their minds over the public reaction to the Minecraft movie, even though it wasn't particularly exceptional in any way, shape, or form. But for the first time in perhaps a very long time, the audience is what brings the entertainment instead of the actual film on its own. Almost to a fault, technically. But I think that's neither here nor there. Let me just scoot this down. Yeah, please don't do that. And then I can scoot this back up again. Okay, I think this is better. And I can scoot this over here for a sec. But yeah, welcome to the Train Valley Origins demo. We're excited to see you try our game. Your feedback's super important, so leave it when you can. So this is the latest patch. It came out technically last week, but I wanted to get a hold of it now because I didn't get to earlier. And as a result of the new patch updates, unfortunately, all of my progress seems to have been wiped out. Because all the other locomotives that I thought I had made available in the past are now locked away once again. Understandably so, because it's a lot harder to code save files into new patches and that sort of thing. Okay, so we'll build our first railroad again. And this time we are actually going to lay the tracks down. Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. It's a little loud though, so let me fix the volume. But yeah, no one's hurt, so no harm, no foul. Now let's see. Let's build a bypass route. So yeah, we're still working on the old school. Oh. Oh. Have they been harassing you? You know you can just ban them or block them on your YouTube channel. Let's see, press the train icon again. And then we can go and do this. So they finally reformatted the tutorial level. Press the switch button. Oh, right, this switch button. Or not. Which button does it want me to press? Oh, maybe it wants me to push this one. Okay. So the arrow is not corresponding with the correct location unless I'm fully zoomed out. I'll make a note of that. It's important that we spot these things for the developers. Ooh, that's nice. Nice particle effects. You can manage trains and switches while paused, press play. Or spacebar when ready. Buy a better locomotive, which I can certainly do. But it appears that it's in a corner of the screen that isn't visible, so we're gonna have to go and take that into consideration by bouncing this back up again. Okay, that's better. New station appeared, let's hook it up. Still don't have hotkeys though, so gonna have to make do. Country girls make do. Hey there, base ears. Welcome to the stream. New trains will appear on the schedule, and hold on a sec. Sorry, my old folks came back. It was a funeral for a relative that I don't know. I would go into the details, but I feel like I should spare them. Let's see. New trains will appear on the schedule, but you can order an additional train for free. Try to deliver as many as possible. Okay, and that should be our objectives. Deliver 5 trains. And it actually looks a little nicer, like it's not as slow as it was before, which does make things a little easier. Now I do wonder, are there any other places I might connect to in this tutorial level? I don't remember because it wasn't in the last patch. Let's grab a few more. And get some extra heavy-duty locos to get the job done. I thought I'd be able to zoom in a little bit more, but maybe that's not here or there. Gosh dang it. So we got this new thing here that says, But you should be able to play on a different server, right? Like, it's not like you've been completely banned from the entire game, right? Right? I certainly hope not. I don't know how that would work. I thought Roblox games, not that I played them. But yeah, such behavior really shouldn't stand. Okay, so we got that sorted. 8 seconds on the clock. Really cutting it close here with the connections of all these locomotives to their correct destinations. But I did send a train to the wrong station, so we'll get that sorted. There we go, all 3 stars. And I have some XP that got developed down here in the top right corner. That you wouldn't be able to necessarily see it all the time. I'm surprised you hadn't reported him if he's going to be abusing his behavior like that. Okay, what do we got? We've got the Mallard, and we've unlocked level 6. On to level 2! Again! Let me just scoot down a little bit. I'm not exactly sure how that works, because I'm completely clueless to the amounts of power that certain people have over certain servers. But this is what I get for being naive and not understanding all the nuances of Roblox and its mechanics. Hey Jeremy, welcome to the stream. But yeah, we can all just kind of chill and hang out. It's Friday in my time zone. Yeah, that is very, very alarming, for the lack of a better term. Like, isn't there another server you can play the game on? Like, that can't be the only server that game is available on, correct? Because a lot of it just sounds really petty and stupid. What they're up to. Is the music too loud? Actually, no, wait. I should be able to adjust it. Turn this down a bit. Why is the resolution? It should be 1080p. Let's see. 1920 by 1080. Okay. Target frame 60. Okay, and I think we can resume here. That's better. Now that is a new level of petty that I would not expect for someone of your age to do to another person like you, but I don't know what other people's problems are or what they're dealing with in their personal lives to make them want to do such things, to go through such a power trip. And ultimately, maybe not up for me to decide. The Roblox game was... oh. But that assumes that he's on every server for that Roblox game. Somewhere Wales, or what was it called? I forgot. Yeah, Somewhere Wales, yes. Okay, maybe I need to readjust the volume to the sound effects as well, because it's a little loud. But nothing I can't address. Yeah, I'm curious how all of this kind of works, because I've never played Roblox, and even though I had an account at one point, I had no intention of actually following through on it. And I had just deleted the accounts previously. Mind you, I think it was set up in like 2005, 2007, and I just let it sit there, doing nothing. Well, the first step to addressing a problem is actually pointing out there is a problem, so there's always that. We just speed things up a bit. Oh, I didn't know that your Discord would keep track of that. But what would I know? So yeah, no explosions, plus 40 XP, build at least 2 bridges, don't make wrong deliveries, and deliver more than 9 trains. And that should give me 90 out of 100 XP. And we'll be able to unlock whatever this is. It's the Bulldog! And level 7! So yeah, we were able to access more levels this time around, which is nice. Previous patch, I don't think allowed us to for one reason or another. So let me just pause the timer while I go and make an assessment. Okay, don't destroy more than $12,000 dollars worth of objects. Deliver 2 bonus trains and just deliver 12 trains overall. I don't know. I didn't take that prospect very seriously when the opportunity arrived. Let me just zoom down a bit. Cut through here. Try to avoid cutting too much of those trees because that's expensive. And we should be able to send this train over to the dairy. We've got another one over here. And we'll snag ourselves another one. Well, some people are just like that. I certainly hope that they grow out of it. Ooh, I can choose a station to build. So which one do I want to set up? Probably... Which one's going to be cheaper? I think this one's going to be cheaper to access. And I think that's a nice quality of life change. And then we can add an extra loco with another train load. Yeah, I wouldn't know what it's like. The only experience I've seen is from other virtual YouTubers playing Roblox for one reason or another, because there's always other games that you can make in Roblox. It appears I have lost a star. Dang it. But that's fine, I'll worry about it later. Because actually, no wait, I didn't lose a star, because I don't have to worry about sending trains to the wrong destination for this level. Though I think that would be a bonus. Yeah, we've got ourselves some more trains heading over to the forge. We'll be able to build some extra tracks. Can I build over this? I probably shouldn't. There we go. A little bit here. A little bit here. Okay. I would certainly think so. And I think it would be more pragmatic than Trains Simulator, because there's a layer of complexity that I'm just a little intimidated by when it comes to world generation in that game. I struggle just trying to do regular stuff in there because, like, the pacing just was completely off. But that was back in 2007, as I've probably mentioned previously. So yeah, I think I've made one of my objectives. And I think now I should be able to just add a few extra trains because I feel like it. Oh, where is this one going? In the wrong direction, of course. But we'll fix that. Turn that bad boy around. Send this on its merry way in this direction so that this one can go over here. Curiously, though, I think I forgot to upgrade my locomotives so they can haul a lot more. But I don't think that's here or there. Sounds nice. And you are sending your passengers to the wrong direction, so we're gonna go fix that. I think there's one more locomotive that needs to be dispatched. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this level. As far as I can tell. Yippee! We did it! No explosions! And we've got another level! We've got ourselves the Pioneer, level 440 and level 8. Okay, now, nature's calling again, so I will be back momentarily while I go get that addressed. I should not have had so much water before streaming. One moment, please. Okay, I'm back. I seem to be discombobulated, so maybe I should try to recalibrate. So I'm just gonna the reset position. Okay, okay. Interesting. I don't know who this Sableye person is, but I do know that is the name of a Pokemon, so I'm assuming it's some sort of a YouTube content creator or something. Kind of hard to say. Did the audio cut out? You can still hear me. Oh, hey. Hey, Jagged Jail Fries. Welcome to the stream. Glad to see you're here. We are resuming the second pack, the second patch. I meant to say patch instead of packet, but the okay, that's good. That's good. But we are here with the second patch or update to Train Valley Origins. And so far, I have to start from scratch because every time there's a patch for some reason that erases all the progress I've done. But that gives me more opportunities to get better at this. And they've rearranged some things and made some improvements. Some nice quality of life changes and some reasonable accommodations for certain mechanics to make them more understandable and intuitive. Like there's a penalty system where if I hit a train with another train 5 times, the level ends, as far as I can tell. Oh, okay. But yeah, when you said retire, I thought you meant like retire from their career or whatever, not retire to rest for the rest of the day. Big distinction. Just snag this locomotive, dispatch it over here. Ooh, and I get to choose the station. Let's try this one. I'll just flip this around. Scooch this on over. That's better. But yeah, this level looks a little bit nicer now. It's got this little accessory in the middle of a giant castle on a mountaintop. It's a little bit more fine-tuned. Oh, and I can upgrade my locomotives, of course, because why not? Upgrade, please. Now I can haul faster and more. Oh, yeah, I could totally understand. You all have a good one, base ears. The VOD will be available at the end. So what else did I need to do for this level? Deliver 14 trains, don't make wrong deliveries, and earn 75k. That's gonna take a hot minute. But in the meantime, I can go hook this up. Hopefully there aren't any surprises. like there usually are. Upgrade that. Did they change the design for this logo slightly? I'm not exactly sure. I can't zoom in as much as I'd want to. But yeah, we'll dispatch some blue trains over to the blue station. Well, I'm not going to wrap up the day for a while. I'm going to see as far as I can go in this game. Because I'm not exactly sure how much more there is to it. As they keep adding more and scooting things around and making modifications and changes. But I put my faith in the devs to pull through and make a nice game. So we got 2 out of 3 stars. Let's see if we can fix that. Uh-oh. Need to add an extra segment of track here. Okay. And then I can add a bunch of train orders. I should probably add some extra tracks here. Oh, hold on. Oh no, you don't. Okay, that's better. So just grab a hold of this. Because even though this level looks very familiar to me, it kind of looks nicer than it did previously, and I'm not exactly sure how to put my finger on it. Oh yeah, I certainly wouldn't plan on it. We're gonna add one more connection here. Got like a few more seconds to add another train. Just jerry-rigged some switches to this destination. And dispatch in this direction. Oh my. Let's see, let's dispatch over here. Let's stop you right there. No, 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 not like that. Whatever, I'll just back up this way instead. Not exactly what I had in mind, but I will make do. Just back this up or pause it for a sec. And then after these 2 locomotives get their load of bricks over to their destination, I can then send the last passenger train over to the blue station. There we go. So we'll just fast forward from here. And we've got more XP. And all 3 stars. What reward did I get? I didn't level up. Ooh, level 9. But not much else. Train shed. Let's see if we can make some adjustments here. Whee! Anyway. So we got our 440. I think the cab is a little short. Like, it should cover the whole footplate, but maybe that's neither here nor there. Over here, we'll select the Mallard, which looks kind of goofy. And we still have the Bulldog, so we're going to use that for the next set of levels until something else comes around. Let's see, how do they change up level 5? Hmm, looks pretty familiar. Yeah, we certainly would be. But that day is not coming anytime soon. Just gonna scoot this over here. Add some switches here. And tunnel my way through here. Summon some timber to the sawmill. I'm not gonna be wrapping up today, and my retirement is nowhere near. Nowhere near me. Like, I'm too broke to retire. I know some other content creators are able to make more money, and as a result, they don't always have to stream in a consistent manner. Or make videos in a consistent manner. But I can't afford that. I have to maintain some degree of consistency. Not this week. This coming week, actually. Oh, let's see. What station do I want? I would like this one. What are our objectives? 17 locos, prevents trains from auto-scheduling, build no more than 5 bridges. Okay, so we've got the forge here. Just gonna grab some tracks. Build them out. Up and over. Okay, that works. Still should upgrade some locomotives if I can help it. I don't know what this weird artifacting effect is, though. That's kind of strange. That was a close one. I need to stop the trains from auto-scheduling, and that can be such a hassle. Oh, and we have a nice little timer telling me when this is going to pop up. That's nice to know. So we've got that delivered. We'll be able to dispatch this loco out as well. Let's grab some extra trains and upgrade because I have the cash. I do wish, though, for the third upgrade that there was more than just a diesel locomotive as an option, but I think I have to unlock those, if any. Oh no, I think I sent a train to the wrong station. Just build these tracks out. Come on, there we go. Yeah, times have changed. Just make a few more adjustments here. And this is going the wrong way. Let's see if I can fix that. Okay, so apparently train spawning isn't an issue. Auto-scheduling must be something else other than whatever this is in this corner. Yes, we all love Maxwell here in this household. Just flip this switch. Gonna need to make some adjustments. Am I able to do diagonal bridges? Because I can do diagonal track. Nope, I cannot do a diagonal bridge. I think I used to have one as an option. I should probably stick that back on the wheel at some point, but it doesn't feel like a punishment to stick on the wheel of punishment, per se. Hello, welcome to the stream, Sleepy K4. How's it going? And this is going the wrong way, so we're gonna... You know what, I'm just gonna let it commit to the bit. Because I can get away with dispatching trains to the wrong station. But have I met my objectives? I feel as though there are still some things missing. Oh, hey there! Nice to see you. I was lurking on your channel today while you were playing Nike. So even if I'm not, like, there chatting, just know that I'm always there in spirit. I know engagement is always important on Twitch and on YouTube, but I'm not always in a position to, you know... I'm not always in a position to be able to chat because I may be occupied with setting up my own stream. It took me way longer today than I thought it would. And I just thought that was kind of strange, but you know how things are. So yeah, we were just wrapping up this level here. And let's see. Survey says... Comrade! So I guess we can use that as an option, but I'm not sure if I want to again. With its distinct Soviet-style engineering and technical design. So yeah, I'll just set that up. And we should be able to just bounce back and head to the next level!
Nice.
So let's see if I can pause. There's... Okay, so the spacebar is the pause button, which was what I was hoping for. So we've got some objectives here. Let's see. Deliver 19 trains. Delete no more than 10 track tiles and deliver 3 bonus trains. That should be pretty easy to do on paper. Let's see how well that falls apart in practice. So we'll just hook that up. And hook this up. I really want to scoot this over kind of like this for some reason. Though I think that was a mistake. Yeah, because now I've got this weird blueprint stuck here. Okay, that's better. It's gone. So we'll start by upgrading this over here. And I can upgrade this as well. But yeah. Anybody have any weekend plans? Because I think this weekend is supposed to be Community Day for Pokemon Go. And it's going to be about... I forget what it's called. It's a Pokemon that's based on a snow cone slash ice cream cone. I'm hoping I'll be able to get my platinum medal for catching ice types, as I currently don't have that. And I imagine I'm going to catch way more than I was expecting in terms of the number of shinies I can catch. Oop. Let's see, who do I want to set up next? I guess the power station is going to be our next station. And then we'll send this off over to... where is it? Where is it? Oh, right, it's just getting sent over here. But I need to go and demolish this. Oh, it deleted the whole thing. That was not what I was expecting, but whatever. Now, how do I want to hook this up? A little of this, a little of that. Okay, maybe that's not gonna work. I seem to have gotten myself into a bit of a pickle. But yeah, not afraid to fail in this one. I'm just gonna dispatch this locomotive and try to figure out what I'm going to do with this section, because I keep forgetting that I'm not able to hook certain tracks up a certain way. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Boy howdy, I have made a terrible mistake. I certainly do. I certainly do. You know what, we're gonna work around... Oh, I don't have enough money for that, dang it. Oh well, we will improvise, adapt, and overcome. Modern problems require modern solutions, and for me that means just leaving this whole mess of track alone. This one's heading over this way, we'll head over this way. Uh-oh. I seem to have forgotten how I was supposed to lay all of this out. So we got a new station we need to set up, so we'll prop this one up. We'll stop this here, and this here. We'll let this forward to avoid any sort of traffic conflicts. Ooh. And then we can back this up into this station and then send it back out again. I know it's not ideal, but I don't want to break too many track segments. Just hook this bad boy up. And then we can backtrack over here. That's more like it. But we still need to dispatch some more trains, so we'll get that sorted. But there's so many trains that are heading over to the forge. It's getting a little obnoxious. Yeah, I just kind of mess around with uwu because it's funny and that sort of thing. I don't take it seriously in a like roleplay sort of way. Oh, we've got another steam locomotive heading over this way. Oh boy, this is getting out of hand really fast. But at least this is gonna go somewhere I can predict. And I can just backtrack over here. Yeah, wouldn't have it any other way. Now, hypothetically, I could just build this out here. That's better. And then I can dispatch this over to Mia, and this over to Mia. That's better. Well, I think they hate it because they associate it with, they associate uwu with certain types of people. Whether that's warranted or otherwise. The kinds of people that I'm thinking of are... I'm trying to think. Where is that locomotive? Oh, it crashed. But where... Oh, there it is. Was not expecting that. But we'll just hook this up here. Dispatch this here. Got another one of these heading this way, so we'll make some accommodations for that. But yeah, for some reason, every time I think of like stuff like uwu, I think of like the copy pasta. The one that's Senzawa sang many years ago before becoming allegedly Gargara and then retiring and hopefully returning to Senzawa. I'm not sure if everybody knows exactly which copy pasta I'm thinking of, but it's just one of those things that in certain circles is considered very cursed, but in my opinion is kind of funny. But suffice it to say, it's associated with uwu is associated with a certain type of social and moral reprobate. Either for the sake of its promiscuity or implied promiscuity and some other things. It's also associated, I imagine, with certain portions of the furry community. Oh, I have not delivered enough trains, so we're gonna fix that. Just gonna add some extra tracks here. I don't think I've seen that one, to be quite honest. But I do need to see it, and I probably should get a good chuckle out of it. at least in my anticipatory expectations. There we go. Sorry, I don't have 7TV emotes engaged on my YouTube channel because for some reason 7TV isn't hooked up that way, and they don't seem to have any plans on setting that up anytime soon. So if you wanted to have Keck W show an image of that one Spanish comedian talking about that one time he tried to go fishing on the beach for some shrimp or something, and how he lost all his gear, then I'm afraid I will not be able to meet those desires for the time being. If I start streaming on Twitch, that may be different, because I have programmed 7TV to have up to like 1,000 different emotes, and I certainly hope that they double it again, because it used to only be 500, now it's 1,000, and I think I'd like to increase it to 2,000 if I can help it. So yeah, gosh dang it. I thought I disabled notifications. Hold on. Settings. Notifications and settings. Let's turn those off. Okay. So I am back here. There we go. So we got 3 stars. And my scuffed mouse cursor seems to have been fixed. On to the next level! So we got ourselves a familiar stage, or at least I think was a familiar stage. So that's tunnel. B is for bridge. What's track? Yeah, that was quite some time ago. Let's see, deliver 22 trains, earn 170k, don't make wrong deliveries. Hello again. Just trying to lay some track out for the next level. A lot of the ambient scenery has... Oh my. I didn't mean to hook it up like that. There we go. A little of this. I feel like there must be more things I'll need to attach. And it doesn't matter what kinds of bridges I need to lay out to get things taken care of. I do not have enough cash, though, to do what I had in mind, so we are going to have to make do. And then, once that's dispatched, I should be able to grab myself another locomotive and upgrade that. Well, almost. I want to maximize each train trip. I was going to save it for the next Cursed Trains stream because that's where it feels the most warranted. But at this rate, I think I'll just have to dispatch trains even if they aren't the largest or the fastest, in order to meet the quota by the end of the... Oh gosh. And I gotta set up another station. Let's try this one. The backtrack here, because I had the switches flipped the wrong way. Okay, that's better. Just becoming a little hyper vigilant now, as I await the next train to dispatch. Oh, right, this isn't going where I thought it was going to. Gosh dang it. Oh well. I'll make it work. Or not. I'm not supposed to make wrong deliveries. Gosh dang it. Let's restart. Okay. Fresh start. Let's see if we can try a different approach. Like building straight through here. There we go. And then hooking this up over here like this. Yeah, I think this works. Upgrade. So who's going to leave the station first? That is the question. What is a kilometer? I need to add that to my soundboard at this rate. It's just too fun not to. Let's see, dispatch this. And I should be able to lay some extra tracks. It's still a little finicky, but it's the finicky I am familiar with. And that's what matters. Let's see, let's hook this up first. Maybe that'll be easier. Yes, 1,000 meters. But then you have to ask yourself, what does that translate into for the Imperial system? But I seem to have depleted my resources, so we're gonna have to go worry about that. In the meantime, while I go lay some extra track down. But do I have enough track funds now? Okay, yes I do. That was easy. Now I just need to figure out... Yeah, I'm just gonna dispatch this train regardless. Just gonna hook this up over here. How do I not have enough cash for this? I should have enough cash now, right? Come on. Come on. Gosh dang it. Let me just stop the clock for a sec while I go and set up the next station. I appear to have made... Oh, right, because I've paused it. Okay. I think I scuffed the game. Because I can't select the next station to open up. Oh dear. If that's not a cue to restart, I don't know what is. So yeah, let's not make that mistake again. I'm not exactly sure how to replicate that kind of issue for the devs to assess and fix. But I think at this time, we're just going to focus on trying to dispatch as many trains as possible and setting up the infrastructure instead of focusing on trying to upgrade as many trains as possible. Considering how everything's kind of set itself up. Besides, I have an infinite number of trains, theoretically, that are of the first level. Didn't know what a kilometer was? Or what? I'm losing some context. Or should I say I'm missing some context? Let's grab this and hook this up. Just scoot this down over here. That's more like it. And then I can go snag some extra goodies. Thought experiments. Say for the sake of arguments, I have this fully upgraded locomotive. And then I upgrade this. Okay, now I can get away with much larger freight trains that travel faster. That'll get more work done. Just add an extra train that I need to dispatch. Let's see. Then we'll send this bad boy out. Then send another train on its way. Once that's done, let's open this up. And then we'll lay some tracks for that. Except that is going to be too costly, so we'll hook it up like this instead. That's what I'm talking about. This rail empire is shaping up finally, after way too many false starts. Yeah, way too many false starts. Okay, with 3 Soviet locos, I should be able to really amp things up. I don't know, because I don't know everybody's usernames on their Roblox accounts, to be honest. Then everybody's gonna ask me to play with them, and maybe I won't have time for that, you know? I don't want to be the person who has to say no. Like, I've already had that happen to me before. It was kind of awkward. Let's see, we're gonna hook this up over here. Oh, I see. Theoretically, could just hook this up, but I really don't want to tear that house down if I can help it. Oh well. Not a me problem. Okay. Let's go dispatch some trains here. Because I think this is going to work out. Then we can add a few more trains in need of dispatching. Yeah, I guess we'll just loop it around this way. I should probably add some extra bridges. But that time will come, but until then I'm gonna have to... Ah, dang it, I didn't mean to send that over there. That's gonna be 1 star deducted. But at least I met some of my other objectives. Or at least I'm on my way to. Any more locomotives that I should be sending out? Got 2 minutes on the clock. Let's just zoom in over here. I don't hate you. Hate is a strong word. I do find it sometimes annoying depending on the circumstances, because there is a time and a place for just about any sort of joke. But as there is always a time and a place for certain types of jokes, it's always important to remember what those are, because context always matters. Self-deprecating humor is a prime example of the kinds of humor that can be said of certain groups of people by certain groups of people. Like, I'm on the spectrum, so I can make jokes about being on the spectrum. Jon Stewart can make jokes about, he's able to make jokes pertaining to... I've lost my train of thought. No pun intended. But I guess I'm going to send this the long way around. Unless I want to back it up, which I really don't. Not if I can help it, of course. So just loop these bad boys around. Don't you rickroll me. Again, there is a time and a place for it. Speaking of which, I could have swore I tried the other day to fix an issue where I wasn't able to let other people post hyperlinks in the chat box. Oh yeah, we're all just chilling here. And that is the wrong direction, so we're gonna have to go make some adjustments. But look at him go! Nyew. So that is 2 stars, no explosions. But I made a wrong delivery, so that's gonna be less experience than I thought it would be. Level 8! What do you got for me? Oh yeah, it's totally fine. Like, I was fair game at that point. Let's see, Stonehenge. I feel like this is an opportunity for me to loop some tracks around like this, and then like this. Maybe get a nice upgraded locomotive. And maybe another one for safe measure, because I like flying by the seat of my pants. To kind of live a little dangerously. Then we can hook this up. So who's going up next? Over, over, back. Over. Okay, I don't have enough cash for that. Oh well. I guess I'll just have to live with it. In the meantime, just gonna try to build at least this much out. Am I not able to build out to this ledge? That's gonna be a problem. And then I can build this over here if I have enough cash, please. Fingers crossed. Cross my heart, hope to die. Stick a finger in my eye. But don't actually do that, of course. Okay, with that sorted, I think I can go to this. Oh gosh, dang it. I guess I can set this up because it's so close by. Yeah, I heard, and it makes me feel older every time I hear it. Look, I already know I'm an old fart. Last thing I want to think about is my mortality. And every single time somebody mentions something that reminds me of how old I am, it makes me feel bad. So let's see. Prevent trains from auto-scheduling. No, that's gonna be a problem. I think I already... Did I already fail that objective? Certainly hope not. Yeah, that definitely hurts. Right in the kisser. Come on, I'm this close. Another station. I'm getting overrun. And we got trains auto-scheduling. Unless that means something else, because I still don't even know what that even means. Oh dear. I do not have enough money to do everything that I need to. And one of my most valued trains is stuck. Oh dear. I'm talking like 32, okay? And now it won't let me build tracks out to here, so I guess, you know what, I'm just gonna restart. if this game is going to be that way. I guess I was more focused on other things. Let's hook some tracks up here. And here. Historically, no. I think I have made a very serious error. Let's go to tracks. Oh, no, you don't. Gosh dang it. I can't backtrack it. Keep sending trains to the wrong stations. So yeah, let's see. Although my family, immediate family, started like here in California. Oh, okay. But where was I? I was trying to say something and it completely lost focus. But yeah, I'm not going to fully upgrade my locomotives all the way, at least not immediately, considering what happened last time. Gonna build this track here because I can. As a preemptive measure. If only. There are a lot of things I wanted to do in my 20s that I never got to. And it makes me feel like I was kind of robbed of my prime. Because I wasn't able to do those things in my 20s for reasons. I need not elaborate further. At least for now. But I think things have changed a bit, so I think some opportunities I didn't have in the past will become available to me very soon. So stay tuned for any updates related to that. Oh, no, you don't. You're going the right way, or it's the highway. Okay, that's more like it. Now, how do I want to hook this up? I think this works. But I can't upgrade or add another locomotive, is what I mean to say. Yeah, that sounds so Jover. I think tomorrow's community day, so I will be out and about catching some Pokemon for that, and then getting way too many shinies. Not exactly. I haven't been keeping track. So who am I gonna open up next? You! This station will be open effectively now. But I don't know how exactly I'm going to hook this up to the rest. Oh. I'm not sure what that is. But it definitely sounds like a good thing. So, gonna lay some tracks out like this, I guess. I guess that works. And then hook this up. Yeah, I think this works. Get some bricks. Send them over here. And we're gonna have to add this station next because it's the last one. But I'm gonna have to build a tunnel. Oh boy. Because I don't have enough money for that. At least not now. But I'll have to stick a pin in that. Okay. So let's head on over here. I should probably add some extra tracks, and my phone's pinging me again, but this time it didn't actually show up on my screen, so that is a step in the right direction. And then we can dispatch this. Yes, and I very much appreciate that. But if you need to go somewhere because you want to do something, you certainly can. I don't know if you're able to dual screen, like play the game on one device and then watch me on another, because you can certainly do that. I know I've made a habit of that. Oh, okay, I see. But yeah, if you want me to wrap up, I guess I can certainly do that after ending this level. And maybe I can just stream again. Oh gosh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh no, wait, that was just the train I was reversing. For some reason I thought that... I always keep forgetting there's a delay in the whistle for some reason. Now, do I have enough money to just plow through this hillside? Yes, I do! Now, that isn't exactly the kind of tracks I was thinking of laying out. But I will see what I can do to work around it. It's gonna be the long way around, but that's perfectly fine. Get a few extra trains here to meet the objective. Flip this switch, and this switch. There we go. And we can dispatch another grain train. Excellent. How did you find me in 2014, by the way? I was very obscure back then, and I hadn't achieved the kind of virality that I would get by 2016. But I think I've met all my objectives for this level. And with 34 seconds on the clock, just gonna back this up since I had the switches arranged incorrectly. One more train. And then I'll hook this up. Actually, no, I think I'm gonna have to reverse course. But I can send this bad boy out. And lay some tracks here, please. Or no? Fine, be that way, game. See if I care. Oh, that's awkward. I have made a switch where there need not be. Because I can't... Oh, I guess I can build this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, I missed. This layout is so scuffed. Okay, I think that should be it for this level. Yep, I remember too. I should be focusing more on discovery so that more people can find me. Doing more search engine optimization even if it feels kind of cheap. So that's going to be a little bit more XP, no explosions, all the stars. Level 9! What do you got for me? I think I saw this level in the past, but it was snowy. This time it's not. Either that or something else is different. I can't put my finger on it. But I'm just gonna lay this down, get a few extra nice locos, and be on my way. I know, and I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to be doing more shorts. Because, like, I don't know how to play the YouTube game like I should. Let's see if I can circumvent that equipment. Yeah, that's gonna cost more, so... Just gonna set this up. I am working on a shoestring budget right now. In the hopes that that changes. Okay, that's better. A bit of financial relief. Well, I think I misspoke during a play session of Pizza Tower, and as a result, kind of explained why I changed the username. Percy the Small Engine, yeah. But, like, since I was 18, I was having a sort of existential crisis about who I was, and I've concluded that things need to change in order for me to truly be myself. And changing my name was just part of that process of accepting myself. I don't want to go into details because that was supposed to be in the Q&A video, which I've been procrastinating on for the longest time and probably should do something about. But knowing me, I'm probably going to hold off ad infinitum until I figure out what I want to do. Well, it's probably because it was a parody of sorts. Just lay these tracks down here. That's strange. Stop right there. Stop this here. Resume this. Okay, that's better. Gotta set up another station. I guess we'll do this one because there's nothing else. Why can't I... What is going on here? I should be able to just lay some track here, but it's like there's some invisible obstacle which is getting in the way, so I guess we're gonna have to work on that. At least I can, until I can figure out what on earth is going on here. Because there is something about this terrain that's acting all scuffed. I'm banishing you to the Shadow Realm! No! Gosh dang it. There's a second chicken jockey coming! Let's see, coal station, coal station, coal station. Or a coal-fired power station, I should say. Where is it? Ah, here it is. But I don't think I'm able to build a bridge over there, so... I don't know, let's build this way? Okay, that's better. And then a little over this way. That's better. And then I could probably build around town like this. Okay, so now I can actually send that train over to the dairy. Where's the blue? Oh, right, the blue station's on the other side of the universe. Oh, they're singing that song? I think it has something to do with the fact that you can automate cooking and raising chicken by having them raised in a setup like a Rube Goldberg machine that lets the chicken live, but only so long as it is young, and when it grows up, it instantly gets cooked by lava. If you have the setup correct. But that's as far as I can remember. Just gonna stop this bad boy right here. Hoping that this train is able to actually enter before the other one gets dispatched. There we go. Just in the nick of time. I do wonder though, am I able to build out here? Yeah, it seems like it's going to be a bit of a hassle to build out there. Like, I don't have enough cash. That should do it. Am I able to build over this? Yes, I can, but I don't want to. Let's go demolish this track segment here. See if I can build over there. Still no. But at least I can do this. And then I can do this. And hopefully I'll be able to... Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Come on, let me just... I swear. My life would be so much easier if I could do diagonal bridges. Arguably, I could build some extra tracks through here, but yeah, no. No. Not gonna do that. Have I met my objectives? Not exactly. I'm gonna have to dispatch a few more trains. Or worse yet, I'm going to have to start playing that one game whose name I don't recall. Okay, so my brain is not working as intended because it would have solved this bridge problem a while ago. Because on paper, I should be able to build straight through here. Oh, finally. It had been acting up this whole time. But I'll delete this. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I meant to build here, then here. And... oh. It seems that I've caused an explosion. This is awkward. How am I going to solve this puzzle? I guess I can just scoot this forward. And then backtrack to access over here. And I can do the same with this over here. So that goes to the anvil forge. This goes over to the lumber mill. This then goes over to dispatch passengers over here. And this can go to the barn. And this can go to the dairy. Along with this loco. Assuming that there isn't another traffic conflict that I wasn't anticipating. But it looks like I'm gonna send a train to the wrong station. which was not what I was looking forward to. And then from there, yeah, I can send another train in the wrong direction, because why not? My brain is falling apart. And then I can probably turn this around again. But yeah, somebody was asking me earlier about my family, and my family has a long and complicated history in the United States in general. Although my immediate family is like completely raised here in San Jose, like there was a wild and wondrous story behind how that came to be. Like, on my mom's side, they immigrated to the United States in the 1800s, and they made their way from Italy, specifically Sicily, over to the continental United States, and they would live in the Midwest until the Dust Bowl, after which case they would become Okies and head westward toward California, where they would make their stead. And that's where my mom would be raised, in California. And then in the meantime, my grandpa would be fighting in the war effort to defeat the Germans in World War II. Am I not able to... Okay, so I can build a bridge this way. Yeah, this is going to be the last level. I don't think I'm going to be able to muster up the brain power to do any more levels. I'm not sure if there's going to be any more extra levels available. So there's that. Now the question is, can I hook this up here? Yes, I can! Yes, I can. Well, my family's been in California for somewhere in the order of, I want to say, about 90 years. No, I take that back. Way longer than that. Because there's not just my mom's dad's side, but further back, it goes to my great-grandma, who was around during the time of the 1906 earthquake, and she lived in the aftermath of that, or was born into it, rather, after everything got shooken up or burned down. It's very complicated. And that's not even considering my dad's side of the family. Like, oh gosh. For some reason, we can date it all the way back to... we can date my dad's side of the family all the way back, not just to the Pilgrims, but also to, some church somewhere in England. And we can't go further back in the records because the rest of them burned down in a church fire of some sort. It's very complicated. But yeah, they would find their way over to America around the time period of Plymouth Rock and Jamestown. And they'd fight in the Revolution and that sort of thing. And then they'd contribute to the war effort in the Second World War. Yeah, it's just completely nuts. And that's not even considering my extended family. Like, on my dad's side for my cousins, like, some of them had an interesting time during the Second World War fighting for, or should I say, against Japanese forces for the Flying Tigers. Back when that was a thing, before the communists took control of China. Uh-oh. Where have I gone? Where did okay. Okay. Yeah, I pushed a button and it teleported me somewhere, which was not what I wanted. But yeah, didn't mean to delete all of that, but sure, why not? I need to go reconfigure this anyway. So up and over and back. Well, that sounds nice. Okay, so that should fix some of the issues. Well, that sounds good. Now let's see if I have enough money to build this bridge. Yes, I do. And then I can build this over here. And maybe build a little of this. If I can help it. But it seems like I can't for now, so... just gonna stop this right here. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Demolish. Let's demolish this. Oh! I didn't mean to do that. I didn't know it was gonna take the whole switch out. If I had known, I would not have done that. Gonna have to remember that for next time. Because I did not see that coming, and I was certainly hoping that wasn't going to be an issue. And I wasn't thinking this was going to be an issue. Oh boy. Let's build some tracks out here, maybe. And that should give me enough clearance to get the other trains dispatched to the blue station. That's better. It'll have to do for now. Yeah, this'll have to do for now. And in the meantime, I could possibly hook this up if the game will give me the budget. This is not the time. Should have turned that off. Gosh dang it. Okay. Got this hooked up. Almost got that hooked up, but I guess I'll have to worry about that later. But because I appear to be stuck with some of the more primitive trains, I don't have the ability to get enough cash in time. Yes, notifications will not stop me. Scoot this over here. The yapping will continue until morale improves. Okay, so now I think I have enough cash to build this out. Or not. Okay, now I do. You know what that means. And another train exploded, and I don't know why. I swear, when this game's got all of its wrinkles ironed out, I'm gonna be so much more productive and successful at playing this. So where? Oh yeah, the station's over there. Let's see if we can send this over as fast as possible. Then add a few more trains, or train orders, I should say. It doesn't say how much this. Oh yeah, this train is about 10K. Well, that's nice. I can hover over it and it tells me how much it's worth. Because I could have swore it was available at one point, but then I didn't see it. I guess we're gonna send it the long way. And then we're going to dispatch this because it'll get there faster. Because the distance is shorter. And maybe when this train gets delivered, I can add another locomotive to speed things along. As a worthwhile investment. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Why can't I afford to... Oh, right, because I'm broke. I'm broke! Now I'm not broke, and I can go dispatch this just as intended. But yeah, this level is starting to look more familiar to me as I take a gander. They can add a little bit of this in a moment. It's a little circuitous, but I think this should do. Are there any other trains that need dispatching? I've only got 29 seconds left on the clock. And I don't think I've met my objective. So we'll see if we can fix that in the last 10 seconds or so. Let's see, we will send this over here. We'll send this, where is that? Ah, there it is. We'll send this over here. Along with this. And then we'll take care of this. That's more like it. And I sent it the wrong way. Figures. That is also the wrong way. So yeah, we've got it dispatched in the correct direction now. Any other trains sneaking away in a station that I have yet to address? Because I've dispatched more than enough trains. I'm on my way to almost 190K. and I've delivered more bonus trains. But something tells me I'm not going to get all the stars, considering all the crashes I've had so far. I'm gonna go double check to see if yeah, this seems about correct. Just wanted to make sure that the chat was still up to date, and it is. So yeah, I think this should be it for today. Hold on a sec. Let me shrink this. Checkmark this. Okay, so next time around, we'll be able to see some more stuff. I'll be able to get the extra stars that I need to get the extra experience I need to get to level 7. And then we'll be able to unlock some more trains. Yes, very likely we will have cursed trains in the next stream. Next Friday stream, that is. Oh, I'm pushing on the wrong section. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that I'd be able to get some more content done before I hit the 100th live stream of Cursed Trains from Train of Thought's Discord, but apparently that has not necessarily come to fruition because I'm always so busy watching other people's live streams and that sort of thing. So, you know how it is. You know how it is. But yeah, that should be it for this stream. Many thanks to everybody who stopped by today. Of course, Jeremy and the Sleepy K4 and Jess Keith and Trainiac. And I think it was Seabreeze or I forgot. But yeah, let me just bounce back over here. While I go get stuff sorted. Mark this as quit. And then I can go back to here. Also wanted to thank Jacket Jail Fries for stopping by, of course. I know somebody else was here. I'm gonna find it. Sleepy K4, Jess Keith, Jeremy. Where on earth did that other person go? They seem to have... Does the chat not show everything? It only goes so far back for some strange reason. But maybe I'm just asking too much of this platform. But yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. Videos and streams are only made possible through the engagement and contributions of viewers like you. I thank you all in chat. Want to say, if you haven't already, add this to your favorites. Like it, share, subscribe with notifications on if you haven't already. If you're financially able to, don't forget to become a channel member for 99 cents a month. It gets you 4 custom emotes. You can also become a patron at patreon.com for the same amount or a little bit more. You can donate through the super chats or stream elements. Link in the description below. You'll also find the web page for Train Valley Origins, so you can download the demo yourself in the description down below as well as all my socials. I want to thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. And until then, take care, stay awesome, stay true to yourself, and remember to never give up. Bye, everybody.